debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber.
The search for the vessel called Titan is over, but many questions remain. First and foremost, what caused the implosion?
The Joint Finance Committee met for its final budget meeting today. Political reporter Will Keneally breaks down what happened.
And Concerts on the Square celebrates its 40th year next week with a new special beer. Stay tuned to find out about Blanket Beer. But topping our news today, the U.S. Coast Guard has confirmed that debris found on the ocean floor is from the missing deep-sea vessel, the Titan.
The 5 people on board the submersible, operated by OceanGate Expeditions, are presumed dead. Roxana Saberi has the latest from Boston.
4 days after the submersible Titan was last seen, the U.S. Coast Guard said a remotely operated underwater vessel found something in the search area near the Titanic.
An ROV, or remote operated vehicle, from the vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible. The ROV subsequently found additional debris. The debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber.
Titan, owned by the OceanGate Company, was taking 5 people to see the Titanic wreckage when it went missing on Sunday.
According to OceanGate's court filings, at least 46 people successfully traveled on its submersible to the Titanic wreck in 2021 and 2022. Still, the company has faced criticism for years.
It follows no code and follows no jurisdiction.
Engineer Bart Kemper was part of a marine technology group that has expressed concerns over OceanGate's continued operation without what the group said is typical certification.
How rare is it for something like this to happen?
We have not lost a non-military submersible before. We've had failures, we've had fatalities, but we've never had this type of incident happen before.
The Titan crew included a British billionaire, a Pakistani businessman and his son, a Titanic expert, and OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush. Roxana Saberi, CBS News, Boston.
In a statement, OceanGate called the men true explorers and said, "Our hearts are with these 5 souls and every member of their families during this tragic time."
All right, let's take a look outside here in southern Wisconsin on this Thursday. Hot and hazy, a good day to hit the links if you got enough sunscreen on, I guess.
Nice shot. Good stroke.
Good stroke. Jacob's in the backyard to say it's going to get even hotter.
Yeah, and you mentioned the sunscreen. I want to point out that today and yesterday are the 2 days that the sun is furthest north. So the peak time for sunburn is unfortunately right now. And as far as temperatures goes, it is definitely very warm. But I first want to talk about the air quality alerts in effect for all of Wisconsin. They will stay in effect until 11 p.m. tomorrow. And there are also air quality alerts for some surrounding areas that will expire later today. Now, taking a look at the smoke forecast. Now, for the most part, the air quality alert is due to the ozone, but we are still dealing with some wildfire smoke, and especially off to the east of Madison, there will be more smoke across the area tomorrow. But as a whole, we're expected to continue to see light smoke, at least for Saturday. By the time Sunday rolls around, it looks like the smoke may completely clear out of our area, at least for a time being. Now, as far as the temperatures goes, the highs the last couple of days have been close to 90, but haven't quite gotten there, and today is very similar. The high so far in Madison is 88, and the temperatures have actually fallen the last few hours, so we may not see 90 degrees yet again today, but parts of our area did get to 90, especially off to the west of Madison. So throughout the overnight hours, we are going to see temperatures continue to fall to around 58 degrees, but we do have the chance of rain over the weekend. I'll have the details coming up a little bit later in the show.
Jacob will check back. Thank you. After months of long and contentious debate, the state budget will be finalized tonight.
With some surprise last-minute dealing behind closed doors to deliver billions of dollars worth of tax cuts. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us live at the Capitol with the latest. Will?
Mark and Susan, so this is one of those scenarios where we see a lot of moving parts, especially right at the end of the budget process here. So the Republican proposal that we're talking about right here is just announced within the last hour. So top line numbers here, especially for our campus audience, Republicans are following through on their promise to cut $32 million from the UW system. They say that mirrors what the system is spending on diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. Now, they say that they want the UW to refocus themselves.
We are cutting them by $32 million and eliminating roughly 188 positions. And then there is going to be $32 million available for them to bring us a plan on how to prioritize that into workforce investments, as Representative Dahlman spoke about.
So some of those cuts that he mentioned could come as early as July 1st even. Republicans also rolled out a $3.5 billion income tax cut, with the largest cut seen among the top income earners. So Wisconsin has 4 tax brackets right now. What the plan would do is take the 2 middle brackets and consolidate them, so now we would have 3 brackets. And the cuts would be seen among those top brackets, either the top 3 or the top 2 in that case, with the lowest bracket staying essentially the same. Again, this is all developing within the last hour here, and we'll have more throughout the night. Coming up tonight at 5, we'll hear from Democrats and their reaction to this plan.
All right,
reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
A lot of moving parts here, Will. We'll see you at 5. We are a few days away from the 1-year anniversary of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Key Democratic leaders gathered at the state capitol today to talk about how this decision has affected Wisconsinites. They also denounced the actions taken by the state's Republicans after the ruling.
What we see over and over again, including right here in Wisconsin, is attempts by MAGA Republicans to pass extreme laws that outlaw abortion, that threaten doctors with jail time, and that put women's lives at risk.
They also emphasized the importance of the upcoming 2024 elections. They believe re-electing Senator Tammy Baldwin is how they'll be able to stop a potential nationwide abortion ban from passing.
Former Madison police officer Keith Brown pleaded not guilty to a disorderly conduct charge this afternoon. Brown was arrested in November and charged after Dane County Sheriff's deputies were called to a restaurant in Madison. When they arrived, a woman told deputies that Brown had pinned her against a wall and grabbed both of her hands, squeezing until her hands were cut. The next date in Brown's case is a jury status hearing scheduled for November 29th.
A man is currently recovering after being shot early this morning on Madison's southwest side. Madison police were called to the Allied Drive neighborhood around 12:30 this morning. They found a man in his 20s who'd been shot. That man was then transported to the hospital. Police believe the victim and suspect had a fight or other encounter that led to the shooting. There are no suspects at this time, and Madison Police Department's Violent Crime Unit will take over the investigation.
6 days out from the state legislature's decision to end funding for a pandemic-era child care subsidy, some are still arguing that the move will be devastating for families. Thousands of Wisconsin child care centers used the federal grants to partially offset expenses for things like wages and utilities. Child care workers say that if the Child Care Counts program is ended, there will be increased rates, longer wait lists, and the closure of some centers. They believe a lack of funding will be a major hurdle for getting children the care they need.
Early childhood teachers, 90% of brain growth happens in that first 5 years. This is elemental child development, future importance right here. And if we look at the economic impact, this should not be partisan.
With federal funding set to run out by early next year, Governor Tony Evers asked for more than $340 million over the next 2 years to keep the Child Care Counts program going. The Republican-led Joint Finance Committee rejected that request, saying the program would have obligated hundreds of millions of dollars in new spending for what was always intended as one-time federal relief.
Federal regulators are proposing a new rule that would require vehicles over 10,000 pounds to have automatic emergency braking systems. The Biden administration's proposal is part of a larger effort to reduce fatalities on U.S. highways. National Highway Safety Transportation Administration says having the feature in heavy vehicles would prevent nearly 20,000 crashes and save at least 155 lives a year.
Heavy vehicles will be required to fully stop and completely avoid contact with other vehicles across a range of speeds from approximately 6 miles per hour all the way up to 62 miles per hour. Today's proposal will mean that nearly all newly produced vehicles will be required to be equipped with the life-saving AEB technology in the near future.
NHTSA is asking safety advocates and victims of traffic crashes to comment on the proposal over the next 60 days. The final rule is expected to take effect within 5 years.
President Biden welcomed the Prime Minister of India to the White House today for a state visit. The two leaders say the countries are closer now than ever as they deal with threats from China and Russia. At a joint news conference, President Biden and Prime Minister Narendra Modi focused on shared global challenges.
The close defense cooperation between India and America symbolizes mutual trust and shared strategic priorities.
The White House announced a new deal to build fighter jet engines in India. The president and Modi also discussed expanding visas to allow Indian workers into the U.S. and shared goals of fighting climate change. Modi's visit will be capped off with a full state dinner tonight featuring Indian-inspired dishes.
Well, the return of concerts on the square is less than a week away, but this year a local brewery is bringing a special beverage to the Capitol Square. Lake Louis Brewing is partnering up with the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra to draft a new Vienna-style lager beer, lovingly titled Blanket Beer. It's an ode to the last 40 years of blankets on the Capitol lawn during the concert series. It's become a Madison summer tradition.
We're happy that we're able to bring the Lake Louis portfolio of our core beers, so the beers that you're going to find out in the market, but we're even more excited about a collaboration that we've worked on together. We created a beer just for the concerts on the square. The only place you can get it is right here during the shows.
The first Concerts on the Square is called Tempo Libre. It's next Wednesday. Let's hope the weather breaks before then.
Yes. Cheers, guys.
Well, it's the swan song for the annual American Girl Sale in Madison.
We'll find out why this hugely popular event is calling it quits after this weekend when Live at 4 continues.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too.
And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other.
That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Looking for some fun indoors available day and night? Look no further than Vitense Golfland. We offer 18 holes of indoor miniature golf with our Madison landmark theme. Educational, interactive, and extremely fun. View an art masterpiece with a scene of the Madison Capitol, Winter Park, and lakes in our 2 blacklight holes. Indoors are 2 golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play great golf courses with unmatched viewing clarity. Play different sports such as football and soccer. Have fun with zombie ball at Vitense Golfland.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. Toy maker Hasbro is bringing back the Furby again.
Remember the Furby?
Oh, no.
I know, that a lot of people feel that way. Hasbro reintroduced the bug-eyed, gibberish-talking furball with a launch on Amazon today to mark the toy's milestone anniversary. It hit stores nationwide July 15th. Now, that could be good news. A lot of kids love them, or bad news, depending on who you ask. The 1990s animatronic toy phenomenon was cute to some kids, but it was a source of great frustration to a lot of parents because Furby didn't have an off button and would randomly wake up from a silent slumber at all times of the day and night and start talking. The new Furby is still noisy, but I guess there's a few more controls with the new one. It costs $70. Furby was first introduced in 1998.
That would be rather startling, hearing gibberish in the middle of the night. Well, U.S. home prices dropped last month by the largest annual amount in more than a decade, according to a National Association of Realtors report released today. The median existing home price was just over $396,000 in May. That's a 3.1% drop from a year ago, marking the largest year-over-year price reduction since December of 2011. While existing home sales are stifled by low inventory, home building has surged. Experts say that surge has resulted, that is, in new home sales actively reaching pre-pandemic levels. Well, hard to believe, but we're almost halfway through 2023.
Yep, the halfway point of the year is a great time to take a look at your finances. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger has some advice.
Taking stock of your mid-year money can lead to some major rewards. Start by getting rid of junk fees. Have your paycheck direct deposited to limit the chance of incurring a bank overdraft fee. And establish automatic bill pay to eliminate late payment fees. Next, take a closer look at your expenses. Cancel those streaming subscriptions that you don't really use. Maybe you can move your cell phone to a lower rate plan or find a cheaper provider. And ditch credit cards with high annual fees. Finally, now is a good time to combine similar types of retirement and investment accounts. It should make it easier to monitor them. Consolidate each type into one place and save money by using low-cost index or exchange-traded funds. In New York, I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Well, stocks mostly rebounded on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials was off 4, but the S&P, or the NASDAQ, that is, gained 128 points, and the S&P 500 added 16. Every year, American Girl puts its excess inventory up for sale to raise money for the Madison Children's Museum and other charities.
Over the years, the sale has drawn up to 7,000 ticket holders in one weekend to snatch up American Girl dolls and accessories at bargain prices.
But after a nearly 4-decade run, the American Girl benefit sale will take a final bow this weekend. Deb Gilpin is the president and CEO of the Madison Children's Museum, which runs and organizes the sale. She joins us live now from the Aligned Energy Center, the site of this weekend sale. Deb, thanks for being with us today.
Hi, Deb. Good to see you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
So why is this the Swan Song? So it's such a popular event.
You know, the funding that has come from the American Girl Sale, which 37 years ago when President Rowland dreamed up this idea to sell the leftovers, the seconds and the returns so they don't go to waste, don't go to a landfill, really helped this fledgling children's museum get going and become the museum it is today. And then when it became so big, we share it with the American Girl Fund for Children, which then distributes it out to typically about 20 other organizations. So the amount of product that American Girl can promise at this time in future years has gone down. The museum is we have so many exciting programs coming in the next year that really it's time for us to, like most exciting fundraising events, eventually they play out, and it's time for this one to have this swan song that the museum runs American Girl will announce what they do with the future planning, but for now we are really excited about this one, and we get to be in an air-conditioned place for the first time ever.
Yeah, it really has been a phenomenon in Madison. It has been so successful. And this, I understand, is going to be the first year in 3 years that the sale will actually be in person. You were online the last 2 years, right, because of the pandemic?
We were, and you know, the in-person part is the sweetest thing because 3 generations of families will come, friends from all over the country will come together, meet up here, and do this event year after year for decades. So we're super happy to see all those families again, and our workers are too. Some of our volunteers they've been doing it 10, 20, 30 years, and they know these shoppers and they know the product, and they just love what this has done for our community.
So how does it work this weekend? People have to have tickets?
They do. So we have online tickets until midnight tonight, and then they can walk in later in the day on Saturday, and then before noon, but in the late morning on Sunday.
So you sort of stagger this so it's not a rush?
Yes, these tickets are timed, and so it's about managing that flow. And I tell you, after 30 years, we do it really well.
This is the one event that always made me wish I had a girl, because it really, families look forward to it all year long. And this year for the final sale, will there be some terrific bargains?
Well, there are. So really, it's generally 30% discount from the normal sale prices. And then we also on Saturday night, we'll post additional discounts for Sunday based on how much we have left. It depends, you know, what Saturday looks like. That's part of the challenge of a sale that you really want to sell off everything. So that we like to call the museum that Dolls built, and it's really because of this annual event and all the people that come. All 4 continents and all 50 states have come to this sale.
Wow.
So it's a driver to Madison, and they plan their weekend here, and you know, it's an amazing thing.
Something tells me you're going to sell out very quickly.
I agree.
Deb, thanks for being with us today. The best of luck, and keep in touch.
All right, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Continued success, Deb. Thank you so much.
All right.
For some, palliative care can mean a healthy and full life.
But there is a little bit of confusion over what exactly palliative care is. Our Brady Mallory has that story after Jacob's first warn forecast.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best deals this summer only at Ashley's multi-million-dollar clearance event. Everything must go. Save up to 84% store-wide, plus special interest financing for 72 months. Only at Ashley.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm. Please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger. This is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Looking to bring life to your Wisconsin Dells getaway? Bring your family, bring your friends, bring an extra suit, and bring on the water parks. It's time to bring out your best. Your best driving, your best sliding. Hey, your best friend just passed you up. Ready to play? Bring your A game. Ready to eat? Bring your appetite. Ready to bring it to the next level? Let's bring it all together. Summer in Wisconsin Dells. Bring it on. Go to WISC-TV.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Don't miss Wisconsin's best mattress deals this summer, only at Ashley's multi-million-dollar clearance event. Everything must go. Save up to 84% off top mattress brands, plus special interest financing for 72 months. Only at Ashley.
Well, take a look at this. He's back, he's better, and his mullet is longer than ever. 9-year-old Emmett Bailey of Chippewa Falls took the spotlight last year when he decided to run for the USA Mullet Championships Kids Division and took home the title of USA Champ, along with $2,500 in prize money. He bought a go-kart with the money. Now Mullet Boy is off to the races again. He's decided to defend his title. When asked how he's going to prepare, he said, "Nothing. I won last year, so there's nothing to change." Pony for Emmett starts in August at mulletchamp.com.
Go, Emmett. Keep it going. When I was in London last summer, I turned on the television and they were interviewing him live.
Mullet Boy.
It made me very proud.
I just think it's funny that there's a mullet championship for kids.
Yeah.
That's what's most surprising about that whole thing. I've never heard of that. It's very interesting.
You should grow a mullet.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
This is
Business
pull
in the
your hair
front?
up weather. It's bad
in
hair
the back.
weather.
You don't want
Actually,
to
for me, this is stay inside weather. I know some people like it, but there's some big changes coming. All the details right after the break.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
The history of your home is in your air ducts. Every soccer match, every game of fetch, every home improvement project accumulates dirt and dust in your ductwork, impacting the efficiency of your HVAC system and the air quality of your home. Combat the buildup of everyday living with a whole system air duct cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians extract contaminants from your ducts into our specialized cleaning trucks, so you dust less and your family breathes easier with cleaner indoor air. Go online to schedule your free estimate today.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
Now I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
At the Butler household, we celebrate a little differently. Now we can easily assign chores and the kids get paid for them right away. So they're learning valuable financial lessons and I'm getting a clean house.
Learn more about the Mind and Money tool at ECU.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, the hot weather is expected to continue for the next few days with high temperatures once again in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. And we're also going to remain dry for the next few days as well. But starting Saturday night and lasting through Monday, there is a very good chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Now, before I talk more in detail about that, the drought monitor was released today and a lot of Wisconsin got worse. A severe drought is now impacting portions of the southwestern portion of the state, and all of Wisconsin is at least in abnormally dry, whereas last week there were portions of the central and northern parts of the state that were under no drought whatsoever. So the drought is unfortunately continuing to get worse, but with the rainfall over the weekend, at the very least, it will likely stall the drought, if not improve it for some locations. Right now, most of the Great Lakes region, very clear there is some rain off to the west, and that rain will slowly move into our area, but not for the next 48 hours or more. So for tomorrow, we're going to see more sunshine, very similar conditions to what we saw today. Similar for Saturday as well, although Saturday we are going to see a bit more clouds, and then overnight Saturday is when we will start to see the rain move into our area. Going to start out as some thunderstorms, but then we are going to see some very scattered rain showers throughout much of Sunday, and it could rain for several hours. Sunday actually might be a complete washout, so if you have any outdoor plans, I would definitely suggest you try and plan around the rainfall because it's going to rain for a lot on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, Sunday. And then for Monday, we're going to see more rain move into our area as that low pressure system will slowly move out of our area. It's just going to kind of stick around the Great Lakes region and continuously bring rain across our area for Sunday and Monday. And then it will finally clear out of our area by Monday night into Tuesday morning. But as far as precipitation goes, we could see quite a bit. Up to an inch of rainfall is possible for some locations. My guess is we may even see a bit more rain than what's being forecasted for right now. We could, like I said, up to an inch, if not more, of rain is possible, and we desperately need it. Now, as far as temperatures, lows tonight, we're going to be in the upper 50s, lower 60s, pretty close to what we've seen the last couple of days. Tomorrow is going to be similar to today, highs right around 90 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Not much going on tomorrow other than the hot temperatures. The air quality alert does expire by 11 p.m. Tomorrow night. And then Saturday, we are going to see pretty similar conditions, maybe a few more clouds, overnight rainfall, but much of the day on Saturday will be dry. Maybe in the evening, we will start to see that rainfall. But as far as plans on Saturday, as long as you can handle the heat, definitely you can spend the time outside. The temperatures are going to drop a lot from this rainfall. Highs may only be in the 70s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and really much of next week. We're only going to get into the lower 80s with another chance of storms Thursday and Friday. So as far as the rain threats goes, this is definitely some good news. I have not shown this much rainfall in the 10-day forecast. Well, honestly, since I've started here, which was 2 months ago. So definitely some good news, especially considering that this is the rainiest time of the year, April through June. So this is what this 10-day forecast typically looks like this time of year. So definitely need that rainfall. I'm really hoping that we don't dry out, but I have a good feeling we're going to get a good amount of rainfall this weekend.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob.
What if my grandchildren forget about me?
That is what a local retired firefighter asked himself after a life-changing diagnosis. Our Brady Mallory is here now with the story. Brady?
A cure was unfortunately never the goal for Eddie Emberson, but he found a different type of care to help him. It's something many people confuse for hospice, but we're showing you why that's not the case.
Even with all the hazy smoke, Eddie Emberson clearly remembers the Grandview fire in Madison from 2014. It was one of many the former firefighter fought.
You can go home at the end of the day knowing that you made a difference in someone's life.
Emberson retired in 2017, but perhaps his biggest battle came 3 years later in 2020, when doctors found a tumor on his kidney.
They said it was the size of a youth football.
And diagnosed him with stage 4 kidney cancer.
You're looking at it going, well, this is it. My biggest fear was that my grandkids wouldn't remember their grandpa.
Eddie, how are you? How are things going?
Fast forward to now. Though not curable, ongoing treatments keep Emberson's cancer at bay. Early on, he met with Dr. Shagun Sagar and was surprised when she suggested another type of care.
She said palliative care, my mind went right to hospice.
There's a big difference. First of all, Dr. Sauger says palliative care isn't hospice.
We are an extra layer of support. We help with symptoms. Whatever this journey is, we want patients to live the best life they can.
They keep you comfortable. She told me from day one, you shouldn't be in any pain. You shouldn't be sick to your stomach.
Palliative care is for people like Emberson who have serious illnesses. It focuses on controlling symptoms, pain, and can give emotional support to people to help them cope with their diagnosis.
Hospice, on the other hand, is patients who have a terminal diagnosis and who have 6 months or less to live.
Emberson routinely meets with Dr. Sauger.
Having any, symptoms?
And they're sharing this story because they want people to know the difference and not fear palliative care if they need it.
It's just like this wide net of support that you get from them.
This is very hard for anyone to go through alone. We're there to pick them up and be with them at their side.
Now a grandpa of 5, he's busy making memories with his grandkids. Eddie Emberson spent his life putting out fires, but now he wants to spark some hope for others just like him.
There's a lot of stage 4 people out there that are doing just fine. Getting the second chance, yeah, I can't even put it into words.
And you can learn more about palliative care, and if it's right for you or for one of your loved ones, you can find that information under this story on channel3000.com.
He seems to be doing okay.
So great to see him doing so well.
Doing really well. He and his family, it looks like they've gone on some trips. And I think this highlights a very important thing. Society thinks that there are just 2 types of people with cancer, those who beat it and those who don't. But there is a wide array of people who are living with it and managing it and really leading full and long lives.
And the palliative care team is separate from the regular oncology team.
Yeah, it's a supplemental care team that he visits with, and like he said, supports him and just helps him through this journey of his.
So if you're battling cancer, check with your oncologist.
Yeah, it could be a good resource for a lot of different people.
Brady, thank you.
Thank you, Brady.
Coming up next here in Live, before we take you back to 1990 in our Traveler Throwback Thursday, we'll meet the Weed Man.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Madison police are investigating an incident that put 2 children in danger last night on the city's east side. Our Tahalil Moeddin joins us at 5 to tell us more.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest Queen mattresses start at only $399. And when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash, plus a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
If you have heart disease and are on a statin, lowering cholesterol can be hard. Diets and exercise add to the struggle. Today, it's possible to go from struggle to cholesterol success with Leqvio. With a statin, Leqvio is proven to lower bad cholesterol by over 50% and keep it low with 2 doses a year. Common side effects are injection site reaction, joint pain, urinary tract infection, diarrhea, chest cold, pain in legs or arms, and shortness of breath. Ask your doctor about twice yearly Leqvio. Lower, longer Leqvio.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on the Chevy Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. The choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on select popular Chevy SUVs when you finance with GM Financial. Plus, make no monthly payments for 90 days. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Dancing, Craftsman, and Design for Best Home Repair. Dream, renovate, create. Visit us online to start planning your remodel, addition, or new build with the best today. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Hooper for Best Plumber and Best Heating and Cooling. Vote for Hooper and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Like that bomb went off.
I'm on the scene of an explosion.
By the next morning, it had gone out of my account. Scammers have new tricks up their sleeve all the time.
I'm terrified to see his name again next to another little girl's name because nobody listens.
I'm feeling stressed looking over your shoulder.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, we end up in San Francisco, the Bay Bridge.
Beautiful.
67 degrees there.
It's
Wouldn't
chilly
that be
today.
nice?
Yes, refreshing. Well, weeds are plants. They're just plants in the wrong location.
Back in 1990, we got into the weeds with a UW agronomy professor. Here's this week's Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Summertime, and the land blossoms with beauty. Flowers of yellows and violets and blues, a feast for the eyes. But hold on a minute before you get too attached to this beauty. You should know you're looking at weeds. Thistles and yellow nutsedge and leafy spurge. This, in fact, is a weed garden, a 10-year project of University of Wisconsin weed scientist Jerry Dahl.
The main purpose of this is for education. If you're going to be wise in knowing how to manage a weed, you first have to know what it is.
Jerry's garden grows lush with stinging nettle and chicory and fox thistle, plants most people despise. But then, it all depends on how you look at things.
Quackgrass in a field that's vulnerable to erosion probably isn't a weed, but if it's a farmer's field trying to grow corn or high-quality alfalfa hay, then obviously it's out of place. It's causing more problems than it offers benefit.
This garden is here so people can learn. You may curse the dandelions growing in your yard or the Jerusalem artichokes taking over the garden, but some of these plants are beneficial. The artichoke root is a vegetable.
Here's a miniature, a young root of Jerusalem artichoke. It actually is a tuber, and this will thicken with time and become a very edible vegetable by the end of summer and early fall. I tried for 8 years to grow dandelions out here by itself. It doesn't like being alone. Dandelions love company. So we seeded a little alfalfa in here 2 years ago, and as you can see, you could make a few salads out of the leaves here.
Yes, Jerry has trouble growing dandelions and other weeds too. Plus, he has this advice to would-be weed gardeners.
Think twice.
Then there's the problem of keeping out the weeds.
We've learned that weeds are weeds because some of them don't stay where we thought they were going to stay. And within 1 year, some of the perennials had gone visiting their neighbors. So it's sometimes hard to keep them in place.
Sometimes Jerry has to weed the weeds. Traveling at UW's Arlington Farms, I'm Mark Kane, WISC News 3.
And Jerry
So
is
interesting.
he's retired now. He lives in Wanakee and enjoying life.
Oh, I hope he was watching TV today.
I gave him a buzz. I
Yeah.
left a message, so I hope he got it.
That's a great story.
Well, do you have a medical question you want answered? Well, now's the time to call.
Dr. Zorba Pastor is making a house call today. Hi, Zorba.
Hi, good to be here.
We're getting ready to take your calls, so if you have a question, call now, 608-270-9933. We'll take your calls when we come back.
It's the Bergstrom June 3000 sales event supporting Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Help us grant wishes for kids in our communities that are battling critical illnesses. For every vehicle purchase you make in June, Bergstrom Automotive will contribute $50 to help kids in need. And for every test drive taken, Bergstrom will donate $5. Stop in and test drive today or visit BergstromDriveForDreams.com. The Bergstrom June 3000 sales event supporting Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. Help grant life-changing wishes for kids in our communities.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with lots of top-rated 4s to shop, like 4 Bobapedic mattresses that will knock your bunny slippers off. Get budget-friendly Bobapedic comfort with charm, just $3.99. Enjoy the comfort of my Synergy mattress. Looking for extra support and pressure relief? You'll treasure my treasure and my Lush mattress, topped with an innovative cooling cover with financing options to fit your budget. You guessed it, 4 plans to choose from. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things, but with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone, so you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s is a bit of a shocker for me because 40s I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose, and then 50s hit. And I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure, and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this 4th of July for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
It's time now for your first warn traffic. We do have an incident to report. There is a crash eastbound on the Beltline near Monona Drive, and reportedly both of the two left lanes are blocked, so it's causing quite a bit of backup. As you can see, speeds are as low as 14 miles per hour. So definitely try to avoid this. Try to plan around that if you need to travel.
All right, Jacob, thank you. People in the Iowa community of Stewart were doing double takes after the city put up a brand new water tower. One side of the new water tower was painted with the name Stewart, but the other side, the giant letters spelled START.
Whoops.
The letter U is missing, and the first T looks a little odd. The contractor was contacted, and it's fixed now. So there you go. Dr. Norman Pastor making a house call today.
If you'd like to talk to the doctor, we're taking your questions at 608-270-9933. We have 3 lines open today.
As Jacob mentioned during the weather, this is the brightest and hottest sun of the year right now.
That's right.
So you got to put on sunscreen.
That's right. Now, there are 2 basic types of sunscreen. There's the type that is like zinc dioxide and titanium dioxide. And that sunscreen, that basically are particles that you're putting on the skin. They look kind of white. They make your skin look a little bit white, but they are safest, they are the best, and if you don't mind the whiteness on your skin, that's probably the safest. And the others are basically chemical sunscreens. And chemical sunscreens are different. Some people can tolerate them, some can't. That's the oxybenzone. That's oxybenzone. If it contains that, that's the one that I've read about recently you should probably avoid. So it's an issue. Lotion is better than sprays because you can inhale sprays. You're not going to inhale lotions. But the biggest thing about sunscreen is put it on, put it on, put it on. You've got to keep on putting it on. And it turns out for the chemical sunscreens, you have to wait 20 minutes before you go in the sun. That's kind of the issues.
Yep, be safe out there. All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Margie in Madison. Hi, Margie. What's your question?
Hi. I'm just wondering, I just want to know how many total shots and or boosters we are supposed to have for COVID?
Good.
Yeah, it's easy to get lose track of it.
So first of all, you don't need to know the number of boosters to get a new one. Once you've had the primary boosters, the first and the second booster, then it's a question of getting the latest booster. And the latest booster, I don't know if it's out now, but certainly it's going to be out in September. That's when I'm making up my mind. I'm going to get my flu shot, my booster in the same day, and then sit at home.
And if you're 65 and over, you can get another booster right now and then get the one.
Right, and you can check, and generally in the state of Wisconsin, everyone is kept track of. Your doctor will usually know that, and if you go on electronic medical records such as Epic, it'll show you the number, usually correct, boosters you have. It all depends on that information and how it comes from the pharmacy.
Okay, all right, let's go to Jenny in Muscadet. Hi, Jenny, what's your question?
Jenny, you there?
Yes, I am.
Go ahead.
For Dr. Zorba-Pastor, my question is, I'm having a hard time controlling my hypothyroidism with my medication. It's kind of off the charts. It's, you know, usually you got to fall between like 1 and 5, and I'm like 17. Is there better medicine than levothyroxine or a different type of therapy?
Sure. Well, sometimes it's a combination of levothyroxine, which is called T4, and another thing called T3. So there might be 2 synthetic thyroxine type medications that you need to use. If your doctor really isn't doing it, if it's not an endocrinologist, you may want to consult an endocrinologist. But your TSH should be within the values that you see on the electronic medical record. If it's not that way, you may need a combination of 2, or you may be taking the drug wrong. You've got to talk to your pharmacist about how to take the drug, because I can't remember if it's half an hour before eating in the morning. Like everyone else, I read the label.
All right. Let's go to Kathy in Middleton. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. I'm calling with air quality concerns regarding not only the wildfires from Canada, but that combined with those of us who live in the Middleton area near the airport, where they're using the lead-based gasoline planes, and how those two things combine to harm our health, and what we can do about it.
Oh, sure. Well, first of all, wildfires, can't do much about it. It's particulate matter. You certainly can go outside with an N95 mask. That's going to help you, especially important with people with COPD. On days that it's hot, if you have heart failure, you want to stay in air conditioning. As far as the lead gas and how much is actually in the environment, that's a really good question, and for that, I'm going to defer to whoever government agency is involved with that. But you know, it's like living near a highway when there used to be lead, gasoline with lead in it. It was a big issue. So I don't know how much it actually destroys the environment. That's a good question. Call up your alderperson, talk to them, have them find out what's going on. That would be what I would do to try to bird dog it.
Or your assembly person.
Or your assembly person, exactly.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. We'll do this again in 2 weeks. No, next week. Next week. Zorba, good to see you.
Thanks, Zorba. We'll see you next week.
Have a final check of your forecast coming up.
The Spring Green Art Fair is coming June 24th and 25th to downtown Spring Green. Hundreds of artists from around the nation will be there both days. Don't miss the fun and excitement June 24th and 25th in Spring Green.
At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find bicycle store quality electric e-bikes from Trek, Electra, Felt, Giant, and more. Trek offers the best-selling e-bike in America, Trek Verve Plus, under $2,500. At Machinery Row Bicycles, you'll find fat e-bikes, mountain e-bikes, road e-bikes, bike path e-bikes, and more. Free services included. The place to shop for your new e-bike is Machinery Row Bicycles, the most beautiful bicycle store in the world.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
The day you get your Clear Choice dental implants makes every day a let's dig in day, a chow down day, a take a big bite day, a perfectly delicious day, a love my new teeth day. Because your Clear Choice day is the day everything is back on the menu. A Clear Choice Day changes every day. Schedule a free consultation.
Scope out your curbside seat. The Big Top Parade is back in the 608. Tomorrow I'm live with everything you need to know about this weekend's circus extravaganza.
And we'll be tracking the rain chances as we go through the later part of the weekend into early next week. Tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
Join the Madison Mallards on Pride Night, Friday, June 23rd at 6:35 against the Green Bay Rockers. Stick around after the game is over for some spectacular post-game fireworks. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Madison Mallards Baseball.
Temperatures are going to be warm the next few days with highs near 90, then a good chance of rain Saturday night through Monday. That will really cool things off for next week, and we have more chances of rain from Wednesday night through Friday before temperatures rise back to the mid-80s next weekend.
Some good news for a change. Thank you, Jacob. Tomorrow here on Live Before, our K9 correspondents, Louie and Oliver, have the top animal stories of the week.
And it is the end of an era for The Price is Right. The show is losing its home for the past 51 years. We'll have that story coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
First Choice Dental's got going to the dentist solved. And when you've got 11 convenient neighborhood clinics, you can solve a lot of problems, like helping you make the most of your insurance. With Coverage Check, schedule your appointment at firstchoicedental.com.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
You got me.
Tag. You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain. Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
In today's Final Touch, the Dragon Boats are back.
Hong Kong's annual Dragon Boat Race is back for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. The race attracted thousands of spectators to watch the competition. During the pandemic, most races were canceled, postponed, or held under social distancing restrictions. Some 10,000 people gathered at Aberdeen south of Hong Kong Island at one of the most iconic dragon boat races in the city, celebrating the traditional Festival Day. The festival is associated with the story of a righteous official in ancient times who drowned himself after falling out of favor with his leader. There were 45 teams joining 29 matches at the Aberdeen race, including teams of fishermen, mixed gender, men, women, and secondary school students. Paddlers compete in either traditional big size or standard fiberglass dragon boats. That is quite a sight.
It is.
All right, that's our time
workout.
Yeah, exactly. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.